Bring in our Danielle Savoni with the first look at the weather. Beautiful day, really warm. You can feel that warm.
You could feel it, and you know it's our responsibility to take the time and enjoy it while we have it. These next couple days looking fantastic. It's not until Sunday that the things will change. Temperatures will drop significantly. We have the potential for moisture. That's in the distance on Sunday. But for the next couple days, this is what we're looking at. In fact, temperatures were going to climb higher than this. 14, oh, look at that. Just went up to 15 degrees. Our new daytime high, current temperature. Winds, though, a little gusty out of the south, predominantly up to about 40, 45 kilometers per hour. Those gusts are possible for the next couple of hours. Then it will quiet down late in the evening through the overnight hours, and for early tomorrow morning, they'll pick up again later in the day tomorrow, especially after the noon hour. But those gusts are what will likely carry us to 19, maybe even 20 degrees tomorrow with nothing but sun. More details coming up.
Thank you, Danielle. Danielle, once again, I thought I saw maybe this week we could crack 20 degrees.
Yeah, potentially tomorrow, but certainly over these next couple of days. So this is, we're well above normal by that point, of course. So this is going from somewhat spring weather to almost summery weather when you're talking temperatures. And conditions will be nice and bright as well. So yeah, take it all in. You can see all the blue sky out there right now with our Skywatch weather camera. It is moving around a little bit, that camera, because it is a little gusty. The winds did pick up over these last few hours, gusting 40, even 45 kilometers per hour. That's going to be the story really for the next few days. We're going to hold on to the wind, but temperatures will climb because of it over these next couple of days. Okay, 13 right now in Banff, 15 in Calgary, 16 in Lethbridge, and 16 in Medicine Hat. This is where we should be temperature-wise for most communities for this time of year. This is what's normal for this time of year, and we're going to climb well above that in the coming days. All right, we're going to plummet on Sunday. Sunday is a different story. Okay, ridge of high pressure, you can draw that right here in the cloud cover. And along that ridge, that's the jet stream right there, and that's that moisture that we were dealing with yesterday in southern Alberta that has now shifted off to the east. So underneath this ridge of high pressure is stable, it's sunny, enjoy it as much as you possibly can. Okay, so when we look at the darker green line, that's where the jet stream is. This is that ridge of high pressure. It's on the edge. And then this is going to slump to the south. So by Saturday, we'll still hold on to some of the warmth, but the clouds will start to creep in later in the day. The winds will switch directions, maybe a little windy later in the day on Saturday. And then by Sunday, the jet stream, which is the storm track, is right over us. So that will drag in potentially some moisture, certainly some cloud cover, and temperatures, well, they'll plummet. Will be more than 10 degrees cooler by Sunday. Okay, Thursday, for the rest of today, there's nothing to talk about because of this ridge. Also, we're looking at full sunshine for tomorrow. Then on Saturday, this is a shot at 6:30 p.m. So late Saturday, we'll notice the clouds start to creep in. You'll notice some moisture start to move in to especially central Alberta, potentially even some thunderstorms. And then the winds will pick up a little bit as well late Saturday because of this, and the winds will start to switch direction. So Sunday, we're looking at that cold wind out of the north. We're also looking at snow for the mountaintops, and then we're looking at this moisture in pockets starting to shift to the south. So Sunday is a very different day. So on Friday, later in the day, similar to today, just a little bit warmer, gusts about 40 kilometers per hour, getting up to 19 degrees, maybe 20, with nothing but sun. Later in the day, Saturday, the clouds will increase, and we're going to shift from a south wind, winds out of the south, to winds out of the northeast. So later Saturday, we'll start to notice, feel a little cooler, even though we will get to about 20, 21 degrees in the afternoon. By Sunday, just 10 degrees. The winds will be out of the north, 40, maybe even 50 kilometers per hour. We have the chance of some isolated showers with this as well, but this is a one-day thing, and then temperatures will get back to normal by Monday of next week.
It was great to see a lot of people outside today, jogging, walking the dogs, some in shorts, t-shirts.
Yeah, we are so good at this in Alberta, really making the best of it. And for the next couple of days, we got to keep doing that because we're at 15 degrees right now. Normal is 14 degrees. So we're pretty much right where we should be for this time of year, and we're going to get warmer than that. So 19, potentially even 20 for tomorrow. The winds will pick up, though, in the afternoon. So about 40 kilometers per hour, but nothing but sun for tomorrow. Later in the day on Saturday, the clouds will increase as a system approaches, and the winds are going to start to shift directions. We'll likely still get above 20 before things start to cool down Saturday night. And by Sunday, quite a difference in the weather. Just a high of 10 degrees, likely a few showers, and the winds, well, it will be a chilly, bitey wind out of the north once again. Cam?
Well, thank you.
Danielle joins us now, and looking ahead to, when you're going to wear your Darth Vader or C-3PO or Deadpool outfit at the Parade of Wonders, it looks really good.
Yeah. All the costumes. That's the best part about all of it. And a good part of it is that we're going to get nice weather for whatever you choose to wear. I will say it's a little bit chillier in the shade here, and as you can see, it's windy as well. So we have gusts around 40, 45 kilometers per hour right now. We have that same idea for tomorrow. So tomorrow is almost a carbon copy of today, except tomorrow will be warmer. So for tomorrow, lots of sunshine. The winds will pick up to about 40 kilometers per hour once again later in the day. But it's beautiful. Make the best of it. I'll be back with that longer range forecast, Ian.
So, Danielle, let's get this straight. It's only a little bit less windy in here in the studio than it was a few minutes ago outside. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah, about 45 kilometers per hour less windy in the studio, which is nice. The hair stays in place a little bit better here anyway. Yes, the winds have picked up this afternoon, and they will pick up once again tomorrow afternoon. That's going to be the story for the next couple of days. But the temperatures will continue to warm up, and we're looking at a lot of sunshine coming up here as well. So 14 degrees right now in Banff, 14 in Calgary, 16 down through Drumheller and Brooks and Medicine Hat, 15 in Lethbridge and Milk River. These are the temperatures where they should be for this time of year, and we will climb a lot higher than this. Most communities will get into the 20s, including Calgary. Okay, so let's talk about a couple of things here. Radar and satellite showing you that we have this ridge of high pressure. You can draw that out in the cloud cover. There's that moisture that we were dealing with yesterday that's on that edge of the ridge of high pressure and now shifted off. This will be in place, this ridge of high pressure, for the next 2 days, so temperatures will be able to warm, and we're looking at lots of sunshine. I do have to show you what's happening by Sunday, though. So the edge of the ridge of high pressure in the darker green here, that's the jet stream. That's going to shift to the south. Now, for Saturday, we will hold on to the warmth for most of the day. But then by Sunday, there's the jet stream. It will be over us. Jet stream is the storm track, so it's going to drag in some moisture, some cloud cover, and we're looking at much cooler temperatures by Sunday as well. So that will be a very different game by Sunday. So make the best of it for the next 2 days. Wear the shorts, wear the t-shirts, all that kind of stuff. Okay, when we look at the future cast, and I show you the next little while here, this is tomorrow. Nothing but sun out there tomorrow. And again, yes, in the afternoon, we're looking at some wind gusts. By Saturday, you can see later in the day, we will have these clouds creep in. We're also looking at the potential of these pockets of showers, even some thunderstorm activity, starting to move into central Alberta. And then by Sunday, that's going to shift down to the south. So snow for the mountaintops, snow maybe even as far east as Cochrane in those overnight hours, and then rainfall for Calgary and along QE2 and Highway 2 for Sunday is certainly possible with this, and definitely much cooler temperatures. So 19 degrees tomorrow, maybe even 20. Winds out of the south of 40 kilometers per hour, so much like today. The winds are going to shift, though, late Saturday. So we'll still get to 20, 21, and then the winds will shift late Saturday, and they will be out of the north on Sunday. That will be a cold wind, and temperatures will just get to 10 degrees by then.
Well, here's a little piece of family history in the making, and a response that's completely genuine.
You look radiant today.
Thanks.
Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because you're going to be a father.
Are you serious? Emily and Lloyd O'Connor were at a tall ships festival in England when she broke the news that she's expecting. And it gets better. Look at this. The couple returned to the same spot many, many months later with their 7-month-old baby.
And they look so happy, don't they?
That's
it's so
sweet.
Oh, it's so wonderful. Well, keep your eyes peeled on the highway. You never know what you might see.
Oh, he can't hear.
What?
These folks in Houston were delighted to see this Ronald McDonald shoe car on the freeway. The bright red and yellow vehicle has been a staple in that area for 24 years now. It often appears in parades, family gatherings, and other events. And there are so many questions. You know, you want to customize a vehicle, do something a little bit different. So immediately you think about Ronald McDonald's shoes.
Well, Whitey, how fast does it go?
Great question. That was on the highway. It was going pretty fast.
There you go.
Yeah, very
Pretty
impressive.
fast shoe.
A cat named Hester has quite an online following, thanks to tricks like this. Hester has his own Instagram page where you can see this video of the cat slowly slipping off his pool noodle and swimming away. The video got more than 134,000 likes, and if you're interested, you can go on Amazon and buy special kitty sunglasses and a gold chain endorsed by this cool cat.
Hester wasn't scared, had the life jacket on.
Well, exactly.
Right, I'm okay.
As, you know, rookie swimmers should always do.
Oh, here's your Skywatch weather camera. What a beautiful day. Yes, a little bit windy, but we can handle the wind when we get the bright weather and the warm temperatures. Now today, temperatures right where they should be, pretty much, give or take a degree, and we're going to be even warmer. So we're going to slowly climb over these next couple of days, and yes, we will crack 20 in Calgary. Okay, when you look at across the board here, a lot of teen temperatures in the prairies, as you can see, and the hot spot, Toronto, today at 22. In general, southern Ontario got into the 20s. Okay, and right now here, a lot of teens, again, and this is where we should be for this time of year. 14 right now in Calgary, 16 Edmonton, Drumheller, Brooks to Medicine Hat, and 15 in Lethbridge and Milk River. All right, so we have this ridge of high pressure. The edge of it is all the way up north, almost in the territories here, and this promotes that sinking air, that stability, and all the sunshine. And because of the sunshine and the stable weather here, we're looking at temperatures that will continue to climb. So that's why we'll be able to get into the 20s for the next, well, we may tomorrow, but we certainly will on Saturday. Okay, 25 for Kamloops, 23 for Kelowna, 22 for Edmonton, and 20 for Red Deer. Okay, when we look at further south, Olds will likely crack 20. For us here in Calgary, we could crack 20, but we will get to 19 at least. 21 for Drumheller, 20 for Lethbridge, and 20 for Medicine Hat. This comes with nothing but sun as well. Enjoy it, take it in, because then, as you can see, by Sunday, a system rolls in and that will knock our temperature down to about 10 degrees, but we will quickly rebound to where we should be, mid-teens, by Monday.
Both the Canucks and the Storm advance to the Centennial Cup, which will be played May 8th and wraps up on May 18th at the Max Bell Center. Should be a great tournament.
So what you're saying is there will be playoff hockey in Calgary. There still is.
Yes, there will. Go see the Canucks. Absolutely.
Okay, good to hear. And Danielle, you said earlier, nothing but sun tomorrow.
Nothing but sun tomorrow. I know. How lucky are we? Today was beautiful. Yes, a little windy, but, you know, this is spring, so it will still be a little windy later in the day tomorrow as well, especially after the noon hour. It will start to pick up, but nothing but sun and at least 19 degrees. We should crack 20, 21 for Saturday, and then later in the day, the winds will shift from the south to the northeast. So when we start to get that wind out of the northeast, temperatures will drop quicker. By Sunday, 10 degrees is a high. We'll get some showers likely, but that will be a one-day thing, and we'll bounce back to normal temperatures by Monday. All right, Weather Window brought to you by Lux Windows and Doors, crafting quality windows and doors for your style, budget, and Alberta's climate. Marnie Kane sent this one in. The ice is melted. The grass looks green. The sun is out. Oh, my goodness.
Starting to look very nice. Thanks, Danielle. And thank you for joining us. Have a great night.